Keeping this Dutch. We got a fun life and we're living right, just keeping it Dutch. Hey, come here. Come here, Gabby. Gabby will get on camera. Gabby ain't scared to get on camera, are you? Now Gracie's wanting some loving. Oh, don't jump. All right, go play. Go play. Go play with her. They are a pack of wild German Shepherds. Hey, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are having an awesome day. This video is going to be, I've been getting several emails and messages about the pig roast we did. And people have been asking for a video, and I actually plan on doing this anyways, but there's been several that asked for a video all in one, like from the time that we started the process, from building the pit until we ate it. And so I'm gonna put a video together over several videos, kind of make a quick time lapse for you guys, just if you didn't catch all of it. And if you don't want to see it, I'm not going to show the actual dispatching of the pig itself, but I'll show probably some of the part of scalding it, and then going from making the charcoal to making the pit to actually putting it on to the pit and cooking it. And I'll do a voiceover too and talk to you guys a little bit about how long we cooked it for, what temperature we cooked it at, and how much charcoal we used, how we came up with the idea of doing the charcoal maker. It's a pretty cool experience, and it's something that you guys can do at home too. All you have to do is make your little pit. You don't have to do a pit that we did. What y'all doing? Quit. Y'all, you don't have to make a pit. You can do underground pit. I know a lot of people that do that, and a lot of people tell me that's the way we should have done it. This way actually turned out really awesome. It couldn't have went any better. It was perfect. I couldn't have went any better. The meat was perfect. The fellowship was perfect. Just had an overall great time. And I recommend you guys doing the same thing if you get an opportunity to. The pig was a little bit big on the big side for our pit. After we took the head off and all that, it weighed 128 pounds. And they were just going crazy back behind me. Gabby, crazy. What are you doing? That's all day, every day. That's all they do all day, every day. But anyways, 130 pounds, right at 130 pounds. And it was just a little bit big for our pit. And if we wouldn't want to do it whole. Next time I'll do a whole hog as far as like the head, everything, but I'll probably end up just buying one that's already ready to go. The scalding part was a lot more difficult than we anticipated, and I'll do a voiceover, like I said, and talk to you guys a little bit about that. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Probably won't be a long one, but it's going to be all in one. That way you guys don't have to search for the videos. And if this is something you guys are searching, maybe you just came across my channel because you seen whatever this video was about, and because you want to do a pig yourself, this is going to be pretty much a step-by-step how to do it. And it's a lot easier than you may think. As far as once you get it on there, you just got to kind of babysit it, keep the temperature right. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. If you're new here, I think you guys will really enjoy what we got going on. We're going to be on the farm today, like I've said, because we're going to be doing a little time lapse of the whole thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do, smash that like button. Okay, we're raising the pig up. As you can see, we grew this out on the farm. It just didn't grow as big as the other one, so we decided to do us a little pig roast. Now we're lowering it to a 55-gallon drum. The water is at right at 165 degrees. Now we pulled it out, and now we're just going to scald it. We're going to scrape the hair and that outer layer of skin off. And the thing I'm using right there, the round circle. See if I can get close up here. I'm just kind of Vincent's kind of just pulling it off, but that one right there, Kevin's got right there. That worked the best. Don't get the other scraper. Get that scraper right there. By far worked the best. Now this was a harder process than we thought, and maybe we didn't leave it down far enough and leave it in the water long enough. I'm not sure. We got it pretty dang clean, but with the head and the feet were the hardest. What I do recommend is make sure you clean your hog with the power wash or water hose, something, before you start doing this process. We didn't do that, and I think we kind of regretted it. So yeah, make sure you clean it very, very well. So all right there, I'm gonna scorch a little bit, and then we're gonna jump on over and show you guys how to do the pit. So we'll be right back. Okay, we've never built a pit before. We do some modifications to it right now. I think we used about, I think I'm going to say about 50 cinder blocks, maybe a few more. I changed design on this. Right now, this is where we're going to do the airflow, but we ended up changing design. I'll show you that. You'll see the change here in a little bit. We're just kind of trying to get it level and figure out exactly how we want to do it. So we think we know what we're going to do right here. So we throw it all together, and like I said, I end up changing it out. But this is so simple to do. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it any way that works for you. This happened to work really, really well for us. I watched some other videos of people doing some, gave me some good ideas. I kind of just made it my own, and you guys can do the same. So let's take a look here what we got going on. We're putting the grate. Now I think that's 1/2 inch expanded metal. Is a 4x8, but I cut it into a 5x8. So that's how big the pit is, a 5x8. The inner part's more like probably 4.5 by 3.5 or something like that, because we cut it down to 5x4. So I said that, but that work. We make sure you burn it off really well, getting the chemicals and all the other stuff off of it, and we end up doing that, and I'll show you that in just a second. But here we're just kind of figuring out the pit. Like I said, I changed this actual design completely, and you'll see that here in a second. I actually talk and give you a little quick run around on it. But right there, we're just burning it off. So that pit was super easy to put together, and you guys can do it too. Hope that gives you some good ideas. Around here, let's take a look at the pit. Okay, so I've got the pit where I think we need it. I have ventilation on this side, and I have ventilation over here on this side. And I could put one of these other bricks up, or cinder blocks in front of it to mess with the airflow through it. And this is where we're going to be feeding the coals. Right through there, and we can reach in there and spread them out. So we've measured the hog, and it's going to fit on this side, and then we're going to leave the coals indirect heat right over here on this side. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. We've never done this before. We went ahead and did 2 high. We put the plywood on top, and I think we're going to be setting pretty. You can see it. There's airflow right there for the ventilation. And we got, some people are saying they don't think the pig's going to stay on here, like it's going to collapse. We've got some cross metal in there, if you can see that. We've got some cross beams in there. Kind of makes this just a little bit uneven, but I think it's going to be just fine. You can see we can reach in there and we can spread the coals out. Okay, I'm cutting the lid. I use kind of like a 3/4 inch or something like that piece of plywood. Probably more 1/2 inch, a little over 1/2 inch. And you can use whatever you want for a lid. This worked awesome, and it was like 30 bucks. I ended up drilling a hole in the center of it and putting a temperature gauge in there. Highly recommend that, so you can gauge your temperature in there. So now I'm getting ready to show you guys how we made our own charcoal. And this was an awesome idea that Kevin found on YouTube. So here's my buddy Kevin from Hidden Heights Farm. He helped out a bunch on this whole process. Go check him out on YouTube, Hidden Heights Farm. He actually looked this up, and it saved us tons and tons of money. I mean, I'm probably saved me $400 or so just in charcoal. You can kind of see what he's doing right here, and I'll show you a little bit better here in a minute. But he basically just cut a little square out at the bottom, and we put some rebar in the middle of it, and you'll see us drilling the hole right here. I'm sticking the rebar through there and cutting it, and I'm telling you, it worked awesome. So if you're going to do this, I'm telling you, this is a must. This is like the key thing to making this all come together, because you're going to be burning through the wood and charcoal. So you better just make your own. We probably used a 1/2 rick of wood. So here you go. That's the concept. It all falls down. You can hit the barrel, whatever you need to do, and you just feed your fire. Worked awesome. Highly recommend to do that. So he just cut a hole down at the bottom, then we put some rebar in there and just start piling the wood up here. Started with that, and hopefully the idea is as it cooks and makes charcoal, it will fall down into the grate, and we can shovel it out this hole right here. Shovel it up to there and throw into our fire pit. I don't think I've showed this yet, but we threw a few things of meat. So it's right at 300, and that's good for what we're cooking. I threw 2 whole chickens on there, a rack of goat ribs, and a rack of lamb ribs. You can see the chicken's looking good. It's indirect heat for the most part. And I don't know if you can see that down there. We're just pushing the coals down on that side. So when it's time to throw the pig on here, we'll show you that. I may have to move the chicken stuff over so we can get it in here. But we pretty much just want to do a test run with this stuff and see how it's working. We're kind of getting it figured out. So yeah, we want to get a test run with the chicken and stuff just so we can get this pig going. It's actually working really well. It's holding steady between 300 and 350 right in there. Kind of messing with the air vents. I had both of them closed, that side and that side, and we sucked it down, and we're figuring it out. And it's a pretty neat little pit. But we'll be back here in just a little bit. Okay, that's my walk-in hanging cooler. Got a deer in there. So we hung it for about a day or so. Right now, we're kind of just cutting the legs and stuff off to make it fit into the pit, get the hair off the part that we couldn't get, and then I actually inject this hog just with the marinade that I had on hand. You can see me injecting right there, and I'm telling you, you better inject it because you don't want to take any chances. This is a long 16-hour cook we had here. And you need to inject it and give yourself the best advantage you can. And right now we're wrapping it in chicken wire. If you do not wrap it in chicken wire or something else to help you flip and turn this thing, you're going to regret it because it's going to fall off the bone and make a mess and ruin everything. So the chicken wire actually worked awesome. My father-in-law seen a comment or something, and he said, yeah, we should probably do that. And we did it, and we did not regret it at all. Ended up cutting that down the middle. You can't see it right now, and it flattens out. Got some chickens on there and some ribs. Everything turned out amazing. But you can just see here in a minute. I'll show you flipping it. I'm telling you, chicken wire or some sort of other device to turn it is a must. Look how awesome that looks. Looks amazing, don't it? We just seasoned the inside of it. Putting the lid back on, and then we'll put our temperature gauge right in the middle. And we kept it right at between 225 and 250 for the whole time. During the middle of the night, because I stayed up all night, slept a couple hours here and there, and fed charcoal just like you see there. But at one point it did drop down to 200, and I pumped it back up to 250, went back to sleep, came back out 2 hours later, and it was at 200 again, and then did that process a couple times, and it turned out amazing. Right here we're going to flip it, and you'll see just what I'm talking about, how this chicken wire comes in real handy. I'm squirting with apple juice right there, just giving it some moisture. It's such a long cook, low and slow. That's the key. Put a little bit more seasoning on there. This is probably about 4 hours in. 4 hours in on the cook when we do this, and we go ahead and flip it for the night, and then we end up doing it again. I think later the next day. You can see us flipping it right here. That chicken wire is a must. All right, we're gonna dig into the pig. It's gonna be 16 hours later, and we'll show you the finished product. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope we gave you some good ideas and you learned something. It's our first time and we learned a lot, and I'm ready to do another one. Right there.
Slide this.
Yeah, we're gonna pick this up. And when you're ready.
Ready.
Is this yours, bro? Yeah.
Yep. I got a sawzall if we need it.
You want, Vincent? You want the butt juice? I love butt juice.
Man, that is, look at that.
Hey, come look at this guy.
You hear that crisp? Wow. So that is why you skin them instead of, scrape them instead of skinning them.
Yeah, really. It's an armadillo shell.
Yeah. Looks amazing. Wow. That skin keeps all the moisture inside.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Look at that fat. It just
I was about
melted.
to say, that's a whole layer of fat, isn't it?
Man, we just take this whole thing off. Oh my gosh, get this.
This smells amazing.
Look at this.
Fall off the bone.
Oh my gosh.
This is what everybody's been waiting for, huh?
Wow. Oh my goodness. So was it. I thought he had the full arm of God. That took it off.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Oh my.
It just fell right off.
Oh,
Man, that's awesome.
That's one way to skin a pig.
hey, I'm pretty surprised.
You want to eat the skin?
Yeah, I'm gonna make this gonna be on my plate. Don't think it won't be. I'm gonna eat right off that. That's a good plate.
It does look good.
Hey, do you want me to go get a thing and you're going to slice it and put it
No,
in?
people just grab it themselves.
All right, well, hey, look how this stuff just falls off.
Do you mean to bring the plates out here?
They can get there. They started
What they
learning.
call pig picking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
that
that.
does-
Wow, that's awesome.
It does.
Let me go get spoons for that.
Oh, that smells good too.
You got that big old thing?
Daniel, I think we were right. The underside does look hard.
Oh yeah.
And then so let me
We
have
should
that
have pulled
little
the
string
thin
hanging
ones
off.
out when we turned it.
Absolutely.
You know, just to save them because they're
tell y'all right now what's going on.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Okay, I'm back out here at the pit. I hope you guys enjoyed that little quick video. You guys can do this too. Trust me, this is the first one we ever did, and I don't know what I said in the video yet, but make sure whatever lid you guys do use, make sure you put a little barbecue gauge on there, temperature gauge, so you could check the regulation of the heat. That is the most important thing, to get your temperature set at the right temp. So overall, this was a success, and I hope this helps some of you guys out there today. If this is something you're looking to do for a family event or a church event or just a little gathering, you can do this, and it's a good time and it's fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said earlier, if you did, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And we love you guys, love all the support you give us, and we'll be back to it. Hopefully, we'll be having the sawmill put together here in the next couple days, and we'll have a video on that for you guys. I know a lot of y'all excited, just like I am, to get that sawmill together and start cutting our own wood for our off-grid pole barn in the woods. It's going to be awesome, going to be exciting. Hope you guys like this one. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.